Barefoot boat bums find Lucie's favourite beach ever and travel to the end of the world. Whilst in Cormay, Jake was doing some work on the boat and I decided to take a walk up to the lighthouse along the coast. Ilithia is famed for its goose barnacles and pethiberos, the people who risked their lives to collect them in extremely dangerous conditions. The Coast of Death and Cormay in particular are no exception. The various monuments and crosses pay homage to those who lost their lives to this dangerous task.
So we just left Cormay, we're heading to where, Lucy?
Lage?
Laxe.
It's spelled Laxe.
And we've just left, it's about a 40-minute trip, although I think it's going to be less than that. We just put the Jenny out and we're doing 7.3 knots with just the Jenny out. We couldn't really be bothered to get the main out because it's such a short trip. Turns out we definitely didn't need it. We arrived and found a sheltered spot just behind the breakwater. We dropped the hook and there is yet again another festival going on.
I'm sure they won't go that far. But apparently...
There was a very interesting difference this time though. Some people reenacted a shipwreck and swam to the slipway with a dead sailor, obviously not a real dead sailor, which the Virgin del Carmen swiftly reincarnates. When we had recovered from the festival and made sure that Ragtime wasn't drifting anchor, we went ashore. What have we got, Jake?
Lucy's favourite beach in the world.
Look at all this sea glass! Look at that!
The blue.
But we're not allowed to take it.
No.
You can understand why. I mean, if everyone took a handful, there would be nothing left. But then having said that, I mean, look how far down this goes. You know, like... Safe to say, this is one of my favourite beaches ever.
We took a walk along the coast and found the famous Lover's Rock. So many engraved names and hearts, some dating back as far as 1917.
Names everywhere.
We are in Laxe, which is just the opposite side of the rear to Cormay. We came across here because there's a festival thing happening today and it's a bit bigger town. We've got shops that we can go to tomorrow, a ferreteria, which is like a DIY shop, get some tools and stuff. We got a neighbouring boat there who were here when we turned up. We dropped the anchor, they drifted their anchor and they've since moved a bit closer to us, I think, to try and shelter behind the wall slightly. They were swinging quite close earlier, but they've since picked up that little buoy next to them. That's roughly where we dropped the anchor, and that's everywhere we've drifted. Although we have a good anchor and have put out plenty of chain, we're still slightly nervous about the strong winds and many boats behind us. This great app helped us sleep at night.
Keen to get to an anchorage that was well sheltered from the strong northerlies, we headed to Camarinias.
We had a job week this week. From mending the head, which is sailor talk for toilet, to finding and fixing a leaky raw water pump, which has been spitting water all over the engine room. Good job done. Right, so this is our forward shower. There's the drain in the bottom. And then we also have our forward head, also with the drain in the bottom. I've noticed recently that in our bilges they've been a bit wet. The one's sunk back here, but I've noticed this rusty line down here. I noticed the other day when someone had a shower, underneath here, that hole there is where the drain is for the forward shower. And that's the pipe that is supposed to be attached to it. So we've been having horrible shower water landing in the bilges. And the only way of this getting to them from underneath is through this one little hatch here. So that's the first one there. The other one is past that bulkhead bit there. So, how do you get that fitting underneath there without being able to get to it? I've come up with an ingenious solution, which I think might work. If it doesn't, I'll delete this video. This is the bit on this side. What I've done is put a bit of string through it, and I'm going to poke the other end as much as I can down the hole. Step is for me to reach up there and try and find a bit of string. Right, a bit of string. So, how are we going to do this? Right, that's tied through there. So hopefully, when I go back into here, if I pull this,
easy as that, job done.
what have you done? Help me!
I'm cutting Jake's hair, but I've no idea what I'm doing, so ouch, I just cut myself.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Maybe we should just like buzz all your hair off.
Would be easy, wouldn't it?
But I don't know if I'd like.
I've got a weird shaped head.
What a transformation!
It doesn't look any shorter.
No, it's alright, it just looks kind of like sticky up it, it's fine. After getting a few things done ashore this morning, we left for the end of the world. We're about to go round Finisterre, or the end of the world. Look, coastline behind me, stretching up, far up. There's no wind, is there, Jake?
There's no wind. It's supposed to be like 15 to 20 knots, and there's 5.
So we've got the engine on and we've got the mainsail up, but we're just quietly motoring down the edge of the coast. Really nice hot sunny day. It's really nice. I've got a gin and tonic, Jake's got a beer. I've been reading my book. Jake's been cracking on with a few boat jobs. After a 5.5 hour motor, we arrived in, where are we? Sardiniero, that's where we are.
Thank you for watching.
If you like this video and want to support us, head to our online shop.